Hi grade 9. Today I'm just going to show you a quick video of how to do a practical titration. We are going to be looking at neutralizing our sodium hydroxide, which is our alkali, and we're going to be neutralizing the acid here, which is hydrochloric acid. Okay, you'll see here that we haven't put any concentrations. It's a mystery molarity. That's because we don't want you to do the calculations so much as just see if you can tell which one is more concentrated. Okay, so as usual, what we like to do is we like to put our alkali into the burette. It's better if we've got the alkali into our burette. So we're just going to fill that up. Now it does not matter what volume you get it up to, so long as it's not above a volume you can read. Okay, so that's our alkali in there. And I'm just going to run through a little bit of that so that we fill up this bit. Oh, and there we go, it's full. Okay, so it doesn't matter where it is because we're going to record that. I'll just keep that there for now. Right, we need the acid that we are going to neutralize. Okay, we don't know what concentration it is, so I'm going to measure out a set volume. I'm going to look to measure 10 milliliters. Okay. Okay, a few more drips. Good. Okay, so that is 10 milliliters. Okay, you see that? The meniscus is on the bottom there. Okay, so you read from the bottom of the meniscus, and then we put this into our reaction vessel here. Okay. It's not very much, but still. Now, we need an indicator. In this case, I'm going to use phenolphthalein, but you can choose different indicators to use. You could use methyl blue. You could use the universal indicator. All are fine, okay? And we just mix that in. Now, phenolphthalein, when it's in an acid, is clear. When this turns alkaline, we should see that it goes purple. Okay, maybe I'm not doing this in the best container. It's best if we have a conical flask because it's easier to stir around. Okay, now I'm going to try to put some alkali in there, but I want to make sure that I am recording what's going in. So the volume of acid that I just used was 10 milliliters, okay? I need to know how much of the alkali I'm going to take to neutralize that. So I read this as 7 point, oh no, it's exactly 7. So it's starting at 7.0 milliliters, okay? Again, remembering that we measure from the bottom of the meniscus. Okay, now what we want to do is get a very slow drip going because we don't know how much of this it's going to take. Okay, so you open slowly until, oh, there we go. Ooh. We get a slow drip going. There we go. Now we also need to mix. We could have used an automatic stirrer, but automatic stirrers are difficult for everybody to use. Okay, so you can see that every time a drip goes in, I'm just going to let that, oh, it goes purple, but then it goes clear again, and that's because it's not fully neutralized yet. Okay, I'm going to try and get the drip going even slower than that. So you have to just, there we go. All right, I think I've got a very slow drip going now. Maybe too slow. Why does it worry me so much, eh? Oh. Oh, and there we go. And now we're going to have to probably do that all again. So there we go. It has turned purple, and then all we need to do is read the volume that we have changed it to. So it is now 10.6. 10.6. Okay. Milliliters. Okay, so we can tell that it took 3.6 milliliters of sodium hydroxide to neutralize the acid there. This mysterious acid here.
Very mysterious.
Very mysterious. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the first bit.